Hey guys, welcome to my February favorites. I've been thinking about this video for a while and thinking about what products I was going to mention because I feel like I have so many new products I got in February and at the end of January that I have, sorry, it looks like there's something on my lip. But there's so many products that I fell in love with in February and at the end of January that it was kind of hard to narrow it down, but I think I did. But first, we're gonna chat, okay? My laptop case, I have a MacBook Pro, and I have a spec case because that was supposedly the best case to get, and it costs a lot of money. It was not cheap, and within the last few months, it has cracked in a corner, and I lost one of the no slick little feet on it. I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea where it went. I just happened to notice one day that I was missing a foot. So I was already annoyed at that. Beyond annoyed because that was expensive. That cost quite a bit of money. So I was like, I just ordered a new case. It wasn't a very expensive one. It was like $20. But it was one of the really cute little white marble ones that people have, and I was like, oh, I was so excited. I checked, I checked everything because it's so hard to order cases offline. The first case I ordered before my spec one was the wrong size, all this different stuff. So I got it sized right. The model number was matched up everything. It came in today. I ordered it yesterday. It came in today. It was the wrong size. I was not happy. Not happy at all. I returned it immediately. I immediately requested to return it. It was from Amazon, and it's going back probably next week. Yeah, I'm just annoyed at that. And I'm also annoyed that my face looks so textured on camera today. But I may actually be doing a tutorial on the look I have on my eyes today. This look was actually inspired from Kathleen Light's latest video from the Manny's new palette. I don't have that palette, so this is kind of colors that I had that I could create it because it's sold out right now. So I just created my own look. I used some Kat Von D shades, some Morphe shades, or I think one Morphe shade and one Coastal Scent shade to achieve this. So I mean, it looks pretty similar though. I just didn't go quite as red. I went a little bit more orange due to the outfit I'm wearing today and my orange lips. So that's where that all came in. But enough with all the complaining and the talking. Let's get on to my February favorites. I am going to start out with the face, actually. I'm actually going to start out with primers. I have 3 primers. How crazy is that? February was kind of the month of primers for me where I tried a whole bunch of different ones. And my absolute 100% favorite, my go-to that I go to almost seriously probably every single day, is my Nivea Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm. This stuff, oh my god, I was so skeptical at first. I was seeing everyone try, and I was like, whatever, it's $5. If I don't like it, I can give it to my boyfriend, and he can use it. Whatever, it won't even be a big deal. It smells so good, and you know how I love, it has to smell good for me to use it. It does smell like a man, but I love cologne. I love the way cologne smells. In high school, I always try to sit next to the best smelling guy, the guy that had the best cologne that I was in love with. I always sat next to him. His name's Matthew. Matthew's watching this. Matthew, I always sit next to you because you smell good. But back to this. This post-shave balm, you get 3.3 fluid ounces for seriously $5, maybe $6 after tax. It does kind of have an interesting texture. See if I can get a little bit out without overwhelming. You don't have to use very much. It is so moisturizing. That's why I love it, because my skin can get dry in some places and oily in others, so I need a primer that I can put on that won't that will still moisturize without making me look oily at the same time. My skin is kind of crazy. My chin is dry, and right here will be dry, especially under the crevices of my nose, but I'll get oily here. You can see, I'm actually already getting shiny, and I can get oily on my nose. So this is the texture here to show you, and I mean, it's really moisturizing. I know it looks slimy. It's not slimy though. And you just keep rubbing it in, and it goes everywhere. I can rub this almost all the way up my arm and still get a really good layer. And you just keep rubbing it in until it gets tacky. It smells amazing. In your hands, I mean, you're gonna smell like a man, but once you put on your other makeup, you're not gonna be able to smell it as much. So it's starting to get a little bit tacky now, and that's when you want to put on your makeup because it has that glycerin in it, so it's going to suck that makeup in. But, I mean, you can't see it. It rubs all the way in, and it's completely sheer, obviously, because it's, you know, meant for a man, so it's not going to give you any color. It's so cheap, and it's so easy for me to use. Like, I don't feel guilty using a $5 primer every day, where I was using my Makeup Forever primer, I was like, every single time I put it on, because I was like, oh my god, I'm going to run out, I'm going to have to buy it again. It's okay. I can save that for, like, special occasions and use this. And that is so lovely on my face. Like, oh, my texture has just been, like, so bad, and I don't know why. Like, I haven't been, I think it's probably just stress, because I haven't really been eating bad. Like, usually, you know, after the holidays, I have a little bit of a breakout because sugar does it to me, but I think it's just stress, and, like, it's just my forehead, and my forehead, like, never broke out before, and I guess that's just the place it's deciding to be, but... So my next primer was one that I wanted to buy for a really long time, but kept telling myself, no, you don't need it. But I kept seeing it in videos, so I got it. It's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Again, like, since I am a little bit oily, I wasn't too sure about this, because I was like, well, is it going to make me really shiny? But you swatch it, like, oh my word. I'm going to pump some out here. Look at this. It is so gorgeous. Like, I could not help myself. Like, how radiant and beautiful is that? I seriously couldn't help myself. I was like, I have to get this primer. I don't care if it makes me look shiny. So I got it. It is a little bit pricey. I think it's $38. So it is a little bit pricey, but oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I've only used it, I think, twice, like, as my only primer on my face. And I do have to admit, I do look a little bit shiny, so I wasn't too crazy about that. But I have been getting my foundation. So I have liquid foundation from MAC, and I squirt a little bit on my hand, then I put one pump of this in it, mix it all together, and apply it. And oh, I love it. I love it so much. Like, it makes me look, I mean, I did it today, and to me, like, my face looks healthy. It has that healthy glow to it. I don't look, like, oily. I just have, like, a glow to my face, like that radiance in it that I think is just so beautiful and so becoming, that I've never really had before. I usually stuck to more of a matte face, but I feel like this makes me look appropriately dewy, not quite oily, if that makes sense. I mean, that shine, though, like, I used it on a friend. I did makeup for her senior portraits, and I used it on her, and, like, it was so beautiful on her skin because she's more dry. So it didn't make her look oily at all, and it was so gorgeous, and I just felt like she had that natural sheen and glow to her face that's going to make her pictures come out beautiful. So I definitely recommend that. Even if you're oily, like I said, just put a pump or half of a pump in your foundation. It'll also make it last, like, so much longer. And just mix it up in there. I just use, like, the back of a brush, like the handle of it, and mix it up and just make it all nice and smooth and apply it that way. It thins it out a little bit, but not really to a point where I don't get the coverage, like, where I don't get coverage that I want, if that makes sense. The last primer I have to talk about, this is a little travel size, I know. It's the Porefessional from Benefit. I have been looking for primers that will minimize my pores throughout here. Like, they get really bad and bumpy throughout the day. And even when I, like, set my concealer, sometimes you can, like, see them throughout the day if you get really nice and close to me, which hopefully many people don't. But that's just super annoying, and I hate having to, like, look in the mirror and being like, oh, that's so bad. So I've been looking for a pore minimizing primer that I really like. I do like my Makeup Forever smoothing one, but I actually like that more for, like different texture, not for this texture, because I feel like I have so much right here that doesn't help me quite as much. But then I was like, well, I'll try this one, because I've just been, like, going down, like, okay, which one can I try next? And I heard so many good things about this, and I know I'm late up probably on the bandwagon for trying this, but I finally grabbed it in just a little travel size, and it is amazing. I'm definitely going to be purchasing the full size. I love it. It definitely helps minimize the dot, like, you know, like the dotting kind of look I have there. So I'll apply, normally what I will do is I will apply my Nivea Men, like, all over except for my nose and right here under my eyes, and that's where I will go in and apply the Porefessional instead on my nose, a little bit right here, and then all like underneath my eyes from like all right here where I'm going to put most of my concealer. I love it. It makes my concealer go on really well. Like it's not as creasy. I think it keeps creasing out from under my eyes. It has a really great consistency, rubs in really nice, and is smooth. I really do like this. I really think if you're having pore issues, texture issues, maybe try this one if the smoothing primer from Makeup Forever is not really working for you. I would try this one for sure. So now since we're kind of on that, like in that area, this isn't a primer, but it's a setting spray. I've been using the Urban Decay setting spray, like all night, long lasting, I think, all night, the all nighter, that's what it is. That's what I've been using for a long time. Like I love that one, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this one because I've heard some really good things about it. I actually think I like the Makeup Forever one better. It's a Mist and Fix. I think I like it better. The only thing that I don't like, so the only drawbacks I've had so far is that I have to hold it a lot further from my face because it comes out more in a stream than a mist. So I have to like move my face the whole time while I'm doing it so it doesn't just like run on one spot. And it doesn't smell very good. That's the two downsides, but I feel like this holds my makeup better all day than the all-nighter. I haven't tried the chilling one yet, the Urban Decay Chill. Did I say Urban Decay earlier when I said all-nighter? I really hope I did because now I can't remember. This does hold my makeup better throughout the day and keeps it from leaving the bottom of half of my face a little bit better. And I feel like just keeps it looking more fresh throughout the day because I can apply this again and it won't look like really shiny or anything. Of course, you know, you have to apply it and, you know, fan your face for it to dry. But as long as you can get past like the stream at first, like when I first used it, I was like, whoa, like it's all right here. And, you know, like you move your face while you do it, which I know sounds funny, but you know, like move instead of just spraying it all in one spot. And you can get past the smell when you first spray it on because that smell does go away. Then I believe that this may be a better bet for you. Again, I used this on a girl that I did her senior portraits for. Her makeup stayed forever. Makeup forever. There's my corny joke for this video. But I really do love this setting spray and would recommend trying it. I think that it is about the same price as the Urban Decay one. I can't remember. So the last thing while I'm on like the general face category before I go into like blushes and stuff, I'm going to talk about my simple cleansing micellar water. I hadn't tried any micellar water before, and I know that a lot of people are talking about, you know, the Bioderma one and the Garnier Fructis one, I believe. I think. But I picked this one up at the drugstore at the same time I picked up my Nivea Men Post-Shave Balm. And I've been using it. I really, really like this. I feel like my skin is more refreshed. I will still use my makeup remover on my eyes because I feel like I use a Neutrogena makeup remover and I just feel like that takes off my makeup so much better. But I love to put this like on my cheeks and my chin and my nose to more remove that because I don't like using my makeup remover all over my face. I feel like it clogs my pores, whereas this does not. So I really love just after I wash my face and I use my makeup remover on my eyes to put this on a little cotton ball and run it all over my face and my neck to just get any of that excess makeup off and really refresh my skin. So I definitely recommend this one. It hasn't hurt me. It hasn't burned me, anything like that. I've heard a few people say that it does. It has not burned me, and I do have really sensitive skin. Sometimes even when I just put on my concealer, I'm like, ooh, that burns a little bit. So this one has been good to me. I may try other ones like the Bioderma one or the Garnier one, but I like this one so far. So I definitely recommend this. Okay, so we got through our first few like face products, well, like primers and stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into my blushes that I actually have become favorites this past month. They're my NYX blushes that I picked up. I showed these in my drugstore haul, but I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about them because they're not super pigmented. And I feel like the packaging is a little off, like it's a little cheap, but I really love both of them. This is Etheral / Sublime, and this one is Summer Peach. I did think that they were both going to be peach, and this one's pretty pink, but I like both of them a lot. They're really light. They remind me so much of springtime. Like, they're going to keep me going throughout the spring and the summer instead of my dark and heavy, like, Nars blush that I have. So let me see if I can show you what these look like. They are kind of hard to swatch. Like they're not very pigmented. You can probably see it more on my finger here than you're going to be able to see it on me. So that is that blush there. I feel like you can see it pretty good on the back of my hand. It has more of it's definitely a pinky tint, but there's a lot of coral in it, more of an orange, and it has some shimmer in it. I love this shade. This has probably been more of my go-to blush shade the last few months, not the last few months, the last few weeks than my Nars blush. Like I barely even touched my Nars blush. The other one I have, this is Summer Peach, which is more pink than the other one, which confuses me a little bit. I haven't used this one quite as much because it is very pinky. Here, there it is on this finger here. But it is beautiful as well. This is a matte shade, so it has no shimmer in it. So this one right here is the Summer Peach, and this one is that Etheral shade. I do like the shimmer a little bit better. I wish this one had some shimmer in it, but it is really pretty on top of my contour shades. I've had no problems with it looking like blotchy or anything, and I'm kind of weird about my pinks. Like, I don't really like pinks very much, but I really like this blush. I think it's going to be really pretty throughout the spring and into the summer. So this next product, I really feel like I'm really late talking about this, but I didn't really get into the whole highlighting thing until probably like last year, probably. I think that's when I got my Champagne Pop when that came out. And I only had Champagne Pop until last month because I was like, why would I ever need anything else? I love Champagne Pop. So, but I finally kind of went back in time and I picked up this. Kohl's actually sells TheBalm, and I had a Kohl's gift card, and I was like, this is what I'm going to get. So this is the MaryLouManizer. It is so pretty. Like, I am freaking out just with it in here. Like, I was so obsessed with this. And it doesn't look like, I mean, okay, compared to Champagne Pop, this doesn't look like it has very much shimmer. But it does. Like, let me grab. So this is Champagne Pop, obviously, and this is the Mary Lou. Okay, see how Champagne Pop just like shimmers and shines, and like this is Mama's Baby right here. This one doesn't as much. I was kind of skeptical. I was like, well, I don't really know if I'm gonna get as much as a payoff as I do Champagne Pop. I mean, look at that. Like, I'm so in love with that. But we've already heard so much about Champagne Pop. I'm sure we don't need any more. This one, so I was like, well, you know what? I'll give it a try. It's gonna be fine. I actually have it on my cheeks right now, so you can see it has a great payoff. Like, I think that even though it doesn't look like it's going to be fantastic, once you actually get it on your skin, put it right here, it is amazing. It is not quite like, it's, you know, not a champagne. It doesn't have the gold in it that Champagne Pop does. But sometimes I feel like it's too gold. This is going to be more of like your natural highlight. It's still going to look great on any skin tone. And it has that frosty, you know, real pretty shimmery color. But it's more of an icy shimmer than Champagne Pop is like, you know, the super warm golden summer shimmer. And this is going to be more of your year-round shimmer. So I love this as a highlight though. I can't believe it took me so long to get it. But I'm so glad I finally have it. Okay, now I have 3 lip products, and then I will be ending this video because I'm sure it's getting a little bit long, and I feel like a lot of my videos, I end up a lot longer than I mean to because I ramble, just like I'm doing right now. The first one is the color I have on my lips. This is Kat Von D's Everlasting Lipstick in a Go-Go. I think that the formulation on this is 500 times better than any of her other liquid lipsticks. Like, this one is actually comfortable, okay? The other ones are so drying, which I don't really mind. I can pretty much put anything on my lips. I don't care. Like, I love my lipsticks. This one is not drying. It is much thicker. Like, that is, okay, that's one coat on the back of my hand. One coat. It's not streaky. It's not shiny. Like, this is one coat on my lips, okay? Just the formulation on this is amazing. So much better than any of the other liquid lipsticks by her that I own. I love it. I don't know what's different about this one. I mean, she has so many that are vibrant. Like, this is not her only vibrant one. So, I don't know. Again, I have no idea what it is. Like, my other ones are a little bit splotchy. I have to apply more than one coat. not this one. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous. I could rave on about it all day. It is amazing. I mean, it's amazing. You guys just need to try it out for yourself. And if you have ones that you feel are like the exact same way as this, like I have Lolita 2, I have Nosferatu, and I have Baja 5. I think that's how you say it. That's the one I didn't know how to pronounce. None of them are like this, okay? None of them are like this. So, I don't know what's going on, but I hope that the rest of them, like the ones that she's coming out with now, are just like this. My next lip product that I'm in love with is the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick. I don't know if they call it liquid. Yeah, they do. They call it liquid lipstick. This is in Lace Detail. It's not like a super dark nude. It does kind of come out. It comes out really thick. Like, can you see all that comes out? It's super thick when it comes out. But it's a really, really pretty nude. I feel like it'll match a ton of skin colors. My mom's worn it, and she has completely different skin than me, and she looks great in it, too. She actually bought one herself after she got a different color, but she bought a lingerie little liquid lipstick because she was like, oh my gosh, it's so comfortable. So that is this one right here. I did like a huge swatch of that, didn't I? It is such a pretty nude, especially for like my skin tone that I have. It has some coral in it. I do feel like it has more of an orange than a pink, and so that's why I actually picked this one out, because I don't like the pink undertones. I really don't. I like more of the coral colors. And so this was so perfect for me. It's the perfect nude. It doesn't make me look washed out. It still makes me look more natural. I've worn it with no lip liner. It looks great. I've worn it with lip liner. It looks great. It's really versatile, and it stays so comfortable. Okay, real quick though, let's talk about how matte that is. Like, how freaking matte is that? It is so gorgeous. Like, so matte. I love it. This doesn't get quite as matte as this up here, but it still stays really comfortable. It doesn't dry me out. And so that's what really got me at first, because all my liquid lipsticks, like, oh, especially the ColourPop ones, like, holy moly, those dry me out like no other. I love them though. Like, I'm not hating on ColourPop. I love my ColourPop liquid lipsticks. But, oh my word, they dry me out. This one doesn't. This one stays comfortable the whole time. My last lip product is actually a lipstick. This has been my go-to lipstick probably for the last 2 months. This is MAC's Runway Hit. I don't think I talked about this before. I don't think so. Oh, I love the smell of MAC lipsticks. Holy moly. So this is kind of a pink. When it surprised me. Like, I got it because it was like a nudie Kylie Jenner shade. Not going to lie, because I love my Kylie Jenner lips. And it is more of a pink. And I know you guys are probably surprised because I just said I didn't like pinks. But I love this color. It looks so pretty with, I think I was wearing it with Whirl. Yeah, I've been wearing it with the Whirl lip liner from MAC as well. It looks so great together. I mean, it would look good with Spice too. Those are my two favorite lip liners. Surprise, surprise. But I've been wearing it with Whirl because that has a little bit more pink in it, where Spice is more of the brown taupey color. And it looks so great. I mean, MAC lipsticks stay on great. Anyway, this is their retro matte. So this is a matte lipstick, but it still stays comfortable. I haven't had any flaking with it, nothing like that. I love this color. It's definitely a go-to daily color. Same with this one. This one is almost dry now. These are two of my daily colors that I go to, whereas, you know, this one's more for special occasions and special outfits, like the little pants I showed you how to on today. But that actually concludes this video. Those are my February favorites. I'm sorry if this video ran a little bit long. I feel like they always do. I try to keep them short, and they never happen that way. But thank you for watching, and let me know what your February favorites are, or let me know if you've posted a February favorites video. I will come watch it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!